Hi, welcome to Training Camp Recap. It's your boys, DMac, along with Coach Mike Sanford. And we're here to talk about the Broncos getting it together on a Monday. Coacher, good to see you. How you doing?
Good to see you too.
Yeah.
Fresh off the practice field. The voice probably sounds a little coach-like. I'm not quite Darren Rizzi in terms of the hoarseness of my voice, but
Gotcha.
after tonight, 10 days off for the boys. They needed a little bit of poking and prodding. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it was a good night. It's good to see you, D-Mac.
Good to see you too, Coach. And in terms of the Broncos today, well, a lot of attention was paid to an article by Charles Robinson, who is a writer for Yahoo Sports. And boy, these higher level muggles, they get the sit downs. They get to eat lunch with the coach in the coaching lunchroom and stuff. Not us guys,
we get free bottled water. I like that.
We do.
I will never complain about having complimentary hydration.
No doubt about it. If you want to like and subscribe, we really appreciate it. Feels like the show's gaining a little bit momentum, Coach, which is good.
I feel like it is, man. Be careful, man. Uncle Mo has kind of jumped on our shoulder.
I like it. I suppose the first tone, and we'll get into the Robinson article about the expectations for the team and Bo Nix in just a little bit. Plus, I have a moment of zen from Mike McDaniels, who apparently is a lot closer to the finish than the beginning. But here's Coach Payton on ultimately, let's see how you interpret this, playing his players.
There's this feeling that, if I practice them a bunch, then I'm not going to play them in the game. We're playing guys in the game.
Okay. Does that mean they're playing? We're playing guys in the game. One more time.
There's this feeling that, if I practice them a bunch, then I'm not going to play them in the game. We're playing guys in the game.
Okay. What do you think about that?
Well, I think all starters are going to play in this game unless you've got a really bad hangnail. Pat Surtain II, bad hangnail. Nick Benito, really bad hangnail. Talanoa Hufanga, you wouldn't believe the damage that's been done on his left pinky toe and the hangnail he's got.
Yeah.
Dre Greenlaw, bad. Zach Allen, bad. Quinn Minor's pretty bad hangnail, I think. I think that Garrett Bowles and Mike McGlinchey have pretty bad hangnails.
All right. So what do you think he was trying to say here? What was his point?
I think it's that this is not a catch-all. My starters are not playing in the preseason. This team's not there yet, man. I mean, you're out there, DMac. Do you think this offensive unit looks like a team that is ready today to win a Super Bowl today without any work, without any sharpening of their sword? And that's kind of what I see is certainly on the offensive side of the ball. I don't think Sean Payton would ever single it out. I don't believe so in a press setting. But I do think the offensive side of the ball could benefit greatly from playing against a defense that isn't the Denver Broncos starting unit. That's what I see.
Well, okay. How was Bo Nix today? Because we were both there Saturday. Saturday was fully padded. To call it a scrimmage would be a stretch. And we talked about that in detail on Saturday night. We don't have to go over that again. Go back and watch the podcast from Saturday.
Yeah.
How do you think things went today?
Not good.
Different than Saturday.
Yeah, I thought Saturday was fine. I thought Saturday, to be fair, I mean, you heard me on our Saturday podcast when everybody was saying that Bo threw 4 interceptions. There was a new cadence that went in, and the defense jumped off sides at least on 2 of those 4 picks. The third one was a pass interference that was called. I don't for one second think that Bo Nix has had a day that I would consider to be bad. Now, none of them I would say were great. Like, whoa. Today was one of those days that just looked like whatever the off day brought. It wasn't the best off day for Bo. He just like he wasn't as sharp as I've seen him with the overall operation. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you saw, I quote tweeted from Bears Family Day at Soldier Field. Did you see Caleb Williams threw, a monstrosity of an interception and what was a real 11-on-11 scrimmage-like situation. Mm-hmm. He just kind of threw like a no-look hook shot. Today it wasn't that bad. But today from Bo felt more careless, almost more like bored, just with the details. And that happens. He's a human being, man. We think he's the Bobot, and he has been the Bobot throughout camp. And I think he's been really sharp with his execution, the tempo in and out of the huddle, the decision making. I don't think he hasn't made many decisions that would leave me to say, huh? Today was one of those days that I felt there were a couple decisions that just felt like, I don't see what you were doing there.
Well, Sean Payton is telling you, my friend, and other people who are perhaps taking attendance and writing things down to chill out.
Yeah. Look, we're charting picks here like hurricanes. So he's doing fine.
We thought it would be funny this year to actually chart interceptions like hurricanes, meaning to give every interception that Bo Nix throws this year a hurricane name. Now, you'd start at A and you'd go from there, but think about it. Like, not every interception is the same, Coach.
Correct.
I mean, a Hail Mary at the half that gets picked off on a deflection that goes nowhere. Well, what's that? Category 1? As opposed to, I saw the guy on the Steelers in the end zone and I threw it at him.
Right.
That might be a category 5.
Yeah. Or the category 5 to me would be not an end of game scenario, not a final play, not a fourth down. And the quarterback scrambles and lazily lays the ball up in the air. And I would say that today there was an interception that Justin Trinad had. And some people said that there was an offsides or an encroachment penalty on the defense. I don't think it was clear enough to say that it was a free play. It was like an RPO, again, kind of like Hufanga's interception of Bo, but I thought it would just looked a little careless. The throw itself, it just was less than ideal as it relates to making a good decision.
Category what?
3.
See, to me, every interception thrown in training camp is more like a tropical depression.
You're probably right.
It's not great, but it's not the end of the days. We just got to get a mop and we'll be all right.
Yeah. The only thing I'm concerned with, because I think this team's really good, and I think Bo's really good, is do you start getting to the point of frustration over the course of 10, 12 practices against this vaunted defense that just gives you very little in terms of easy completions because of so much tightly contested man coverage, outside leverage, that Bo starts doing things and creating bad habits out of frustration. And then those things start to leak into decision-making that become second nature. There's a quote that I learned over the years that, boring habits become trained behavior, and which ultimately become your instincts in the game. And so you just gotta, like, Bo has been so good at the mundane throughout the course of training camp that I feel like the last 3 days, it's almost like he's bored with the mundane, and he is a little Ferris Bueller. Like, it's been a little bit more like the last 3 days of practice to me have felt Ferris Bueller. Not Maverick, like, not Shooter McGavin, like, woo. It's been more kind of like, whatever. I don't, like, who cares? Authority, whatever. Interceptions, I don't care.
Well,
it's felt a little bit like that to me.
Well, Sean's
yeah. Look, we're charting picks here like hurricanes. So he's doing fine.
I'm saving that one.
That's my laugh.
You're right there. All right, here's more of Coach Payton talking about Bo.
What it allows him to do is message more to other players in the huddle. You're when you first get started, you get the play and you're calling it, and when you're further along, you're able to talk maybe about a split real quick. If you look at it, you got like these 12 seconds. You get the play, the cadence, the snap count, and then, can you remind the back, hey, you might be the little reminders. He's he's light years further along. He's doing well.
All right, Coach, what do you think about that? These are things that, in all honesty, might not be apparent just for us watching, but the coaches would know, wouldn't they? They certainly know.
Yeah, and I agree with what Sean Payton's saying. He's the guy coaching the dude, so he knows way more. And I would say just my general observation, my eyes, right? So I appreciate Wesley. I love that you're watching the show, and other people, right? Other reporters are saying Bo was fine today.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares about an interception in practice? My opinion was today was his worst day since the training camp began this year. That's what my eyes told me. So I'm going to have my opinion based off of 20 years of coaching the position, right? Today was not his best day, but that's okay. I've never been around a quarterback that didn't have a bad day. In fact, I've been around quarterbacks that have more bad days than good days.
Are you a little disappointed he hasn't had a great day yet, though?
I think, oh man.
Or is all that washed away?
I think his
Thursday in San Fran is fantastic.
It's going to be. He's going to have a really good trip to San Francisco. I'm just predicting it because it reminds me of last year. Remember last year, probably outside of the Saturday situational kind of scripted scrimmage that Bo really took a stranglehold on the job. Mm-hmm. Outside of that day, I don't think there were many days in training camp that I would just say, Bo was freaking lights out. He was showing some prerequisites for the position to play in the National Football League on a daily basis. He carried himself like a pro. It wasn't really until the preseason games that he did some things that got Broncos country really fired up. I mean, do you remember some of his runs early on? I think it was at Indianapolis. He had that really good run. And then I'm trying to think of where was the second preseason game?
Oh, Lord. My goodness.
Was it Packers at home? Was it Packers home?
It was the Packers at home. It was the Packers. Yes, it was.
The third one was basically not a ton. Did he play?
Don't even recall that, but the Packers at home, yes, I do, because it was a joint practice with the Packers too, because you were salivating all over your Utah love of Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Or used to coach. This article by Charles Robinson is interesting from Yahoo, and I'll go into the details in a second. Just a reminder, all of our coverage is brought to you by Ramos Law, the official injury law firm of Broncos country. You can reach out to them at ramoslaw.com. Okay, so Sean takes this guy, Charles Robinson, who is an upper level muggle who I don't know, but they go and have lunch together. You know, he's talking about gazing longingly into Slim Shawnee's eyes over lunch, and basically,
do you know where they went? Any idea where they ate?
Said it was just in the team cafeteria.
Oh, okay. So he was gazing.
Well, I might have made that up, but they were sitting across from each other. Not unlike Sean would longingly sit across somebody in Coeur d'Alene clubhouse there in Golfland when he realized my life sucks and I got to get back to coaching. He said to Charles Robinson, a lot of things he put in there, I like this team, that, a lot of things we've already heard. So, okay, I don't want to rehash things that we already know. But here's a couple quotes that are relatively new, and let's see how you roll with this. He's going to be one of the top 4 or 5 quarterbacks in the league in the next 2 years. That's what we're seeing right now. He doesn't take sacks. He's got exceptional arm strength. He threw the longest ball over the mountain, 67 air yards against Cincinnati. He can run. He can throw in funny body angles. We'll get to his team perspective in a second. But what about that hot take from Sean Payton, the sports talk guy?
I love it.
That he will be one of the top 4 or 5 quarterbacks in the league in the next 2 years.
I love it. That's how he should believe in his quarterback. That's how every quarterback I've ever coached, I had the belief that they can become that with proper development and proper nurturing. And I think that Sean Payton, by saying that, is probably talking more about his own process of developing quarterbacks and his own belief in quarterbacks than he is just the pure abilities and the pure talent of Bo Nix. The pure talent is there, and we've learned that. I based off the combine, I didn't think the pure talent as a passer was there, and it became to find out that was a really bad day and not a very healthy Bo Nix. Turf toe, right? He had turf toe at his combine. I love the fact that Sean Payton's putting that out in the universe. That goes a long way towards his quarterback. And would you want that, or do you want the alternative where you're not giving your quarterback any self-belief and that he can be the greatest thing ever? Sean Payton's coaching for his own legacy. And if he makes Bo Nix a top 4 quarterback in the NFL in the next 5 years, then he is a surefire Hall of Famer. And that's what I believe to be true.
So you like this more than Vic Fangio forgetting that Drew Lock shared a birthday with Teddy Bridgewater?
I mean, that's just kind of stupid, right? I just think there hasn't been any legitimate belief in the quarterback position in Denver since Peyton Manning. Are we right?
I think you could be right.
Yeah.
He goes on to talk about the team, though, in this article. Quote, the short-term goal is winning the division, but this is a team capable of winning the Super Bowl. I've coached 6 teams that I thought could win the Super Bowl. Some went to championship games, some to the playoffs. This is my 7th team that I think that. And Sean Payton elaborated one of the key reasons. Not only do you need offense, defense, offensive line, quarterback, all that stuff, but...
And then I would say most importantly, ownership. Because there's 20 that each year have hope and dreams, and they're dysfunctional at the top. Thanks.
Woo! You
Hey,
tapping
Jared.
me? Yeah.
Jared Jones. Hey, Jared. You listening?
Hey, I'm glad you agree with me because I didn't get a lot of support on that take, but that's what I thought too. And Jason Garrett was at the practice today.
So you know that it was probably I guarantee, I just know how coaches operate. We're all as petty as they come. Okay. We're petty. We're petty individuals. They talked about the disaster in Dallas today.
Don't you think?
100%. And I think
okay,
I don't know the exact timeline of Sean Payton and possibilities of becoming the Dallas Cowboy head coach and returning to the place that he was the offensive coordinator at. I'm assuming at some point in time, Jera passed over Sean Payton. It could have been post Bountygate, and Jera wouldn't touch it. Or it was different time in his career. And I know that Sean has spoken positively and glowingly about Jerry Jones at some point in his career.
Sure.
But do you think the timing of it is just a mere coincidence?
I didn't, but I was told by my coworkers and then some other people, oh, you're blah, 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 And I was like, wow, that's an amazing coincidence then, isn't it? So good. We share. Listen, you and I.
So I was obviously at the Muggle sesh. I was there. I don't think I asked a question today. I chickened out today, man.
I wouldn't be chickened out. It just never came to you.
I think I was concerned that Sean was pretty grouchy today. He was pretty short.
I wonder if Sean caught that there was flack about how long his pressers had been going. And there was part of me that was wondering, did he catch your criticism specifically? I actually had a little weird paranoid conspiracy.
I think you and I are we're like two sisters that live in the same household and we're syncing our menstruation cycles. That's kind of how we are right now with our tinfoil cap theories about Sean Payton and what he views. It's probably in reality that's probably too much they're placing too much worth on myself.
Maybe, but
gosh, your own little internet shows are driving me crazy. Listen,
I mean, I've been told that he does pay attention to stuff. Now, I don't know if he was necessarily paying attention to us, but I do wonder if his 8-minute and 32-second presser today, after the 32-minute banger and then a 23-minute follow Saturday, was a little bit of a reaction, a little sensitive, Sean.
Yeah.
And I can't help but thinking your specific criticisms about the comp gate may have got his attention too.
Compapalooza?
Compapalooza.
Yeah.
Now, this is all being said. We like Sean. We like Sean as a coach and like what he's doing. But, we're borderline being critical fairly, I think, and also having fun.
Dude, it's the arena, man. Let's just call it like it is. You step into that arena and you're compensated at $18 million per plus on an annual basis, dude. Like, you just understand that comes with the territory. And if you don't, like, come on, man. I think he's fine. I think he'd just be just fine.
Yeah, maybe today was a good day for you to take a day off from asking a question.
I know. I was it would have been fun if he'd have come back at me about comps, something. I would have loved it.
Well,
but then you become the story like Mary Kay Cabot.
Yeah.
As a journalist, you don't love to become the story. Although it's it's kind of the new wave of it, right? Every journalist in 2025, it seems like the younger generation wants to become the story.
Here's what I've learned, because it's happened to me personally. When a coach or a player has something in his craw about you, he'll find a way, by hook or by crook, whether you ask the question or not. He'll find a way. What's your
best one that you've ever had somebody by hook or by crook find a way? Was it Elway?
No. The best one, I mean, that was a very direct one. If I figure it out, I'll come find out what you do and do it or something like that. Yeah. What Elway said. No, the best one was when Peyton Manning was bothered because people were looking to his injuries in 2015.
Oh yeah,
and he called it. They called it the media injury report. And he goes, hey, how do I know that Kliss doesn't have something going on here? And DMac has a sore jaw from giving me so much crap. And maybe a little something like a jock itch or something. He said something like that. And I was just like,
that's fun though, isn't it?
Of course it's fun, but there's also a point. And the fact that I didn't ask the question, you just asked me an example of what I was talking about.
For sure.
That's like kind of the most famous one where I was taking, shrapnel on a question or nothing. I didn't even know Peyton Manning knew my name. I've been covering him for 4 years. He had never mentioned me by name, period.
And he called you DMac, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Did he say, I'm about to kill you with some truth? All right.
He did not. But I've had conversation with Peyton after that. Everything's fine. And, and it was funny. It was funny. But it was funny in Peyton Manning sort of way. Sean's not that clever.
No.
Well, okay? He's not. And if he were to rip on you for something, it would be way more direct.
Clever and endearing, probably no, but Slim Shawnee, baby. He'll find a way, won't he?
Well, he'll find a way. I mean, I'm going to play this for a second. See where there should have been laughter, where there wasn't.
I don't really stay in tune to the exactness of it, but I knew we had gotten closer, and 2 days ago I said to him, it appears the ships can see each other on the horizon. And then I asked him, how long is the horizon? And his answer bothered me. He said 20 miles. It's 8 miles. And
he's waiting for the laugh. Good. No laugh to come. Good. All right, moving on from Sean. And anything else you want to say about? I've got a couple of other things from DMac, from Luke Wattenberg.
Yeah, I like Luke. Big Luke Wattenberg fan.
Our moment of zen about life. But anything else about today's practice before I kind of move on to some other stuff here?
No, I mean, you could tell that today's practice really in all phases was a practice that followed up 6 days of pretty intense practice, 5 of which were in full pads. Today was one that was just helmets and no shoulder pads. I thought they got good work done situationally. I don't think that Bo was abysmal by any stretch, but I will say, having been at every practice, today was his worst day, in my opinion.
They are going to do a walkthrough at the facility on Wednesday morning, then fly to Santa Clara, and then joint practice on Thursday. Friday's just a walkthrough amongst themselves before they play on Saturday. Would you pad up tomorrow?
I would.
You would? Okay, why?
I don't think that Saturday's practice was very physical.
Okay.
So I would say your last really good physical practice was Wednesday. And that was the legendary July 30th.
That was
a day that will live in Broncos fame and lore forever.
That's right.
But if I were the decision maker, which clearly I'm not, I would go full pads tomorrow, and I would want to see some of the stuff in the run game. I want to know. I would want RJ Harvey to get some more licks before he carries the ball and has a first impression.
Okay,
just to see how some of the runs fit, just to feel the tracks. I mean, you don't play till Saturday, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, but you're gonna have a physical practice on Thursday.
Yeah, but Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, that would be 3 padded physical days in 7 days.
Yeah.
That's an appropriate training camp window. I mean, if you don't do it, then you're getting your starters defensively. You're getting them potentially only 1 day of physical work, right?
Okay. All right. Hey, fine by me. I'm all for it. Bring it on.
I think tomorrow is shells at the least. And once again, I define shells in real football circles as real shoulder pads, helmets, and then shorts.
Gotcha. But shells for offensive and defensive linemen is full go, correct?
Yeah. It frankly, everybody. It's just that.
Okay.
What's the
All
difference? Right. I don't know. I mean, you go full pads, you're not tackling to the ground anyway. So it's just the feel of the pants, which we learned from Evan Ingram. He likes wearing, just like Russell Wilson, he likes wearing the pants no matter what.
Yeah. Let's move on to the competition with Jaquan McMillan and Jahdae Barron.
How do you pronounce his name?
Jaquan? Am I getting it wrong?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you have the question that was asked today, but the actual question, the person that asked the question called him Jaquan.
Is it Jaquan?
No, the person that asked the question called him Jaquan.
Was he corrected?
Sean corrected him immediately.
Oh, okay. I don't have that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and he said, because he's going to be at the podium, I think you'd want to know his correct pronunciation.
Gotcha. That's what that was.
I didn't. Yep.
Got you. I know what you're talking about. I couldn't hear the question in the first place. So,
I never knew with complete 100% certainty whether it was Jaquan or Jaquan. I've always been a Jaquan guy.
Can I be honest with you? I think we're all getting it wrong because Mr. McMillan straightened us out because he went, my friend, third person today.
I'm always competing. That's every year with me. J-Mac gonna be J-Mac. I'm the same guy I was.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. That's all you got to do.
Play that again.
I'm always competing. That's every year with me. J-Mac gonna be J-Mac. I'm the same guy I was back in 2022 when I first got here. I just come out here and compete each and every day and try to get better. And I think we're trying to do that as a group. And everybody's getting better by it.
Hey, J-Mac is going to be J-Mac, and D-Mac is damn right going to be D-Mac.
And Coacher is going to be Coacher. And if you're wondering why Coacher, because I've always been Coacher. My dad has been Coacher for 35 years. We've called each other Coacher. So if you want me to help you understand the on Coach Sanford, Coacher is going to Coacher. Period. Point blank. End of story.
Hey, and you're just going to compete. Like D-Mac is going to compete. D-Mac is going to D-Mac. J-Mac is going to J-Mac.
I'm always competing. That's every year with me. J-Mac going to be J-Mac. I'm the same.
D-Mac going to be D-Mac. Coacher going to be Coacher.
Damn right, Coacher.
I got to admit.
That's my guy, Lou, right there. Lou knows. If you know, you know. Coacher's coach.
I'm not sure I've ever referred to myself in the third person when talking before, aside from being stupid like we are.
You know what's funny? D-Mac is college football. A lot of times you find out information by listening to press conferences.
Yeah.
So I shared an office with a guy named Matt Weiss. If I've ever told you about Matt Weiss, he's the guy that's been indicted by the feds. He was Jim Harbaugh's offensive coordinator at Michigan, and he was part of the hacking incidents that were taking place. And he hacked into not only some opposing teams' playbooks, I think he hacked into some allegedly some co-eds accounts.
What?
Their Apple, whatever it's called, iClouds.
Okay.
So he's being anyway. We would listen to press conferences to try to get as much espionage out of press conferences. And we used to refer to head coaches that referred to themselves in the third person as third person guys. What do you think about that head coach? Oh, he's a third person guy.
Yeah.
You know, who is one of my favorite OG third person head coaches?
Who's that?
Tyrone Willingham. Do you remember Tyrone Willingham?
Of course.
He was great because he would answer the question. They'd ask him and he would say, well, Tyrone thinks. And it was just a great answer. He would do it multiple times in a press conference.
That's fantastic. Well, J-Mac's going to J-Mac.
I'm always competing. That's every year with me. J-Mac going to be J-Mac. I'm the same.
J-Mac going to be J-Mac. Well, listen, let me tell you, J-Mac, he doesn't lack for confidence, And I think the Broncos are going to play the best guy. And you have a competition right now with your first-round draft pick, Mike. There was no competition, by the way, with Pat Surtain when he came on the Broncos. You understand what I'm talking about?
Right. It's a very real competition. And I think the last 2-3 practices, I feel, just looking at the rotation, that J-Mac going J-Mac. And right now, J-Mac, I think, has the starting the nickelback job.
Yeah, by the way, Chris Abrams-Drain, he could go Chris is going to Chris.
Chris going Chris.
He's playing well.
Ball player.
So
ball playing Jesse.
We'll see what happens with Barron. I'm not rooting against him whatsoever, but I mean, DMac and coach are kind of called it on draft night. Like, what are they doing there? I mean,
They what? Huh? Corner?
I mean, like, you could have taken a competitive corner in the 3rd round. Hey, Matthew Golden better get hurt or suck.
One of the two things have to happen.
Be like that.
He looks good. He looks strong to the football. Let me ask you this, Darren.
Yeah.
It's the number one thing that you're most concerned about this team getting in the way of potentially being a Super Bowl contending team.
Injuries.
Okay, that's fair.
What's yours?
There's still no true established game breaker on offense.
Oh. What about Harvey if he gets into the open a little bit? Second level Harvey.
We'll find out.
Because we haven't had that. We have not had second level running back. Golly, man, it's been a minute. I got to really seriously, because Sean really wasn't second level. God help me, Clinton Portis maybe. Yeah. I mean, second level.
Healthy, he was nasty.
In all honesty, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. We've had a lot of very tough physical guys. Devontae Williams. CJ Anderson wasn't a second level guy. No. He'd only be second level guy if you saw the buffet on the other side. Oof, harsh. Sorry, I love you, CJ. That was
golly.
Yeah, that was unnecessary.
Anyways, does he live in town?
You know what? I don't even want to. I think he's going through some things. He's a great guy. And I just didn't mean that. So I'm going to take that back.
We'll start over, DMac.
Insta apology. Let's move on to some offensive line stuff. Why do you like Luke Wattenberg so much?
Because I saw the difference between this offensive unit when Luke Wattenberg when he was driving the bus and making the calls, and then when Alex Forsyth was driving the bus and making the calls. And it was interesting.
Really?
Yeah. So I think it was a game, 2 games, 3 games. It was right in there where Luke Wattenberg got a bit banged up. He might have had like a high ankle sprain that he just required him to tape it up real good after missing a game or 2. Those couple games just didn't look great in terms of the 5 offensive linemen and the tight end crew working together. There was a noticeable drop off. And it's funny because a year ago at this time, I was kind of, I'd say with it outside of loving the fact that Alex Forsyth snapped the ball to Bo Nix at Oregon in Bo Nix, second to last season in college. I didn't really have a lot to go off of who was better, Wattenberg or Forsyth. I learned from watching NFL Plus film, just the points in the communication and who the combinations are going to. It just looked like it was a much smoother driving vehicle when Luke Wattenberg was driving that bus rather than Forsyth.
Well, let's get to Luke Wattenberg, who I didn't even recognize because I haven't seen him in a minute.
Got that long hair. He looks like something out of Metallica, man.
I thought he looked like an extra out of the movie Superbad looking for McLovin to beat up, but because he the beard, he's trying to grow the beard, but it ain't like, what I'm saying? Like he's trying to have that really hard guy look, but the beard ain't growing in. And it's just like, I might need to see some ID.
Give me a little glimpse. I want to take a little peeky of old Lukey.
All right, here we go. And he's talking about the pressure being different this year.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me right now is confidence, how much more confident I'm playing and playing with the group around me. I feel a lot better in that sense.
Yeah, how different is it going in knowing you've got the job basically, seeing if you lose a job versus battling for a job?
Yeah, it's a lot different. Very stressful last year. Alex is a great player, and we had Sam Mustapher, who's another great player. So it was like 3 guys who were playing really well, and it was a lot of stress. So it's feeling much better this year.
He might be a roadie for Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, he's got a very 70s sort of vibe.
More Greta Van Fleet than Greta Van Susteren.
Yes. That's tough. That's terrible. Terrible. All right, one more. What he wants to work on.
I really want to take the next step in the run game and running off the ball, and Chris Morgan has been helping me a lot with that and taking the next step in my run game.
I'll give you 30 seconds to break down the center position because I think that's all we could stand.
That's it.
Okay. You ready for your moment of zen?
I need some zen in my.
I guess I might have only played those clips so I could make a super bad and Greta Van Fleet reference. That might have been the only reason I actually played those. I'll tell you this: whoever's snapping the ball on Saturday to poor Sam Ehlinger, woof! I don't even know who that was, but he put
it was a tough day at the office.
Oh my Lord. It wasn't great.
Did you just snort?
I snorted a little bit. Hey, Sam Ehlinger's got a big arm. He can throw the ball deep.
He's a good athlete too, man.
Yeah, it's just
you know what I like about him? Sean reminded me today that he's a great foot athlete. It's kind of like being a great foot model.
Okay, explain.
That's one of Sean's new buzzwords in 2025. He was talking about Bo Nix, the foot athlete. Like a foot model or a foot fetish, kind of a Rex Ryan type of vibe there. It means that he can move at the quarterback position.
Right.
He's a good foot athlete. Have you ever heard that in your life?
No, I've never heard that before. Unless you're a soccer player.
But I've become a good foot athlete.
Okay. Any chance that Ehlinger beats out Stidham for the number 2 spot?
0.
Oh, by the way, did you catch what happened tonight in Cleveland? They added another quarterback.
Who was it?
Huntley.
What?
Yeah. It's crazy. Oh, you haven't seen this?
And he's actually played.
Yeah, well, apparently even Shadur has like arm weariness. And everybody on the team is banged up. By the way, they did do a depth chart today. And it was Flacco, Pickett, Gabriel, Shadur. But they signed Tyler Huntley today as they've got like a joint practice scrimmage coming up. And even though Shadur did come back to practice today, apparently he had some arm weariness, which I kind of get. I understand why rookie quarterbacks who went through their entire college season, were getting ready for the draft, want to prep in the summer, and then they really do think the answer is to throw more. That's one of the things I love about Bo Nix going to see Tom House. And Tom House said, listen, I don't have much to work with him on except for really little things, which really means Bo is really up to speed with arm maintenance and arm care.
Yeah,
and Shadur's not.
Yeah. Bo Nix actually came out here. It was a week. That was like the 4 days before training camp when the rookies had reported. Bo Nix was out here in the field here at Valor with Tom House.
Well, I love that. That's some nice inside information.
Unfortunately, I missed it. I was bummed.
And I bet you he was out there with weighted balls and with towels. And he might. You know what's funny though? You know what drill Tom House has a lot of baseball pitchers do as they warm up is throw a football.
Oh, okay. Well, you're right.
Towel drill for sure. But throwing a football for pitchers is a conditioning drill that House has pitchers do. So I think it's a compliment. There's a fifth, technically a sixth. I mean, I know Deshaun Watson is not playing this year? Is he playing this year? What's Deshaun Watson doing?
Be down the stretch. He's got some there's some body work that needs to happen so he'll get there.
That's a specialty. But yeah, they signed another quarterback today. How crazy is that in Cleveland? Wild. All right. Your moment of zen, and thank you to Ramos Law. They are, in terms of training camp and everything we're doing, they're it, man.
Yeah.
Ramos Law. They are the official injury law firm of Broncos country. But we go to Miami for our moment of zen. And Coach, let's hear from another coach. It's our pal, Smoky Hill High School graduate, Mike McDaniel, espousing on the meaning of life.
Stand corrected. Good morning. False. Great morning. Let's go.
Why great? What makes this one great?
Because we're another day closer to death.
It's depressing. Okay, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you.